Alright, we're back here again. It's like the very end of 420 here. It's like 11:53 p.m. And this DLC just came out like yesterday. So I'm going to start this timer. Hide it. We're just gonna go straight into this. That is really loud. Hold on. I'm just making sure everything is running. Alright. Before me, all I could hear was the clamoring of 1,000 voices filling the air, and the dull thuds of 1,000 more footsteps resonating with the solid floor below. The atmosphere was energetic, alive, and honestly, there were just a lot of people here. Hopefully you can hear me over these footsteps. You know what, I'm just gonna turn it down just in case. The hell is sparkled on? Once we entered the convention, I started to notice the change in disposition, evident across Lin Hu's face. Seemingly thoroughly displeased in some manner by the situation before him. Oh, ZKJ. And John Cario. Clearly, his discomfort is noticed, and somewhat caused by the people around us. No one speaks to him, content to watch on as his eyes anxiously dart around the myriad of people in the crowd around him. Admittedly, Lin Hu doesn't give off the friendliest impression when it comes to dealing with groups of strangers. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, at least it's keeping the crowd from swarming us. That is to say, the two of us definitely stood out amongst the people lined up. I'm thankful that the queue lines are single file. It's a convenient logistical barrier that has prevented anyone from coming near the uneasy Tiger Man. So far. However, it wasn't long before we entered the convention hall proper. As a result, there was no such luxurious protection to be had. Oh my god, he has glasses. Quite. For there to be so many. Now, you're just scaring everyone away. But to have so many people looking upon me. Yeah, you're pretty tall after all. Of course you're going to stand out. Honestly, by most people's standards, Lin Hu's massive. His well-built body towering well up to 2 meters tall. Granted, to me, he's still a beast man. Who knows what everyone else is seeing right now? After all, I possess the power of the yin-yang eyes. Just as perceived Lin Hu's god form, my senpai just happens to be a leopard cat beast man. Although, in senpai's case, I still know what he looks like as a human. The same can't be said for Lin Hu. I wonder what he'd look like as a human. If I had to guess, I'd picture him as a middle-aged man with a strong, angular, stubbled visage. Then again, I could be completely wrong. Maybe he's actually got a baby face with a giant... a giant guy with a baby face. A baby face. Okay, now really want to know what he looks like. Not that I'm complaining. After all, as a beast man, he's definitely my type. Pretty well dressed today. I never imagined a denim shirt would suit him so well. Who could blame all the guys staring at him? To have a real body is a rare occurrence. I needn't waste this chance being stared at. It just means people like you. Now, how is that a bad thing? But I want to spend time with you, hand in hand. If I were to do that, surely, would you not be embarrassed by all the attention upon us? Maybe. The thought makes me anxious. Which isn't to say I disagree with doing that, it's just... Alright, let me put it this way. Isn't this a chance to show off? If this is the only chance I get to hold hands with Lin Hu, I'm not about to let it pass me by. Let's do it. There's nothing more I want than to be able to show off my handsome boyfriend. He rubs his nose shyly. Certainly. Then let's give them a show to remember. Within the next moment, Lin Hu takes hold of my hand, leans down, and kisses me tenderly on the forehead. A muffled squeal sounds from the nearby crowd. Someone's going to mention this online, aren't they? Well, I'll be fine, as long as no one from Dance Club finds out. As far as I know, none of them are into furry stuff anyways. My attention returns to Lin Hu, his warm hands held within mine. To me, they're giant fuzzy paws. When I think about it, I've barely ever held Lin Hu's paws. I mean, it'd be weird to do so at home, and it's not like I can exactly do so while out and about. I'd just be grabbing thin air. My feelings swirl around me as I run my fingers across the bottom of his palm, his fingers squeezing tightly around mine. It's calming in a way that reaches right into the depths of my heart. You meanies! As if out of nowhere, Senpai rushes out from the crowd. Lau! How could you act all lovey-dovey with the old man while we're not even here? Why not? What, would you rather us do this in front of you? Meanie! I'm the one who came here early to buy stuff for you and everything, and this is how you repay me. I guess you're right. Anyway, so did things go well? Also, is Kulao coming? What is he wearing? I didn't just do that. Before I can finish speaking, Leopard squeezes out of the nearby crowd. So handsome! It really fits him, doesn't it? I spent ages working out the perfect outfit just for Kulao. Which is why you two disappeared without a trace this morning. Well, it's not like you could wear something like that on the train over. You had to get changed once we arrived, but it was totally worth it. I've always wanted to wear something like it, but the style just doesn't suit me, you know, squiggly line. I mean, you look cute too, senpai. Too late, slowpoke. Your ego just gets bigger every day. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Alright, whatever. So what did you guys get up to? What did we get up to? Well, just before a bunch of guys came up to us wanting to take selfies with Kulao, it's almost like we're famous or something. I can't pretend that these sleeves aren't a thing. Big. That's not what I meant. Some guys even tried to sneak photos of him. If he ever kept this body, he'd totally rock in showbiz. Whoa, hang on a sec. You've got a photo of Kulao? Let me see it. Sure. Come here, check this out. Senpai pulls out his phone and swipes through some posts from the con, till he seems to find what he was talking about. Huh. Kulao really is in this one. He's easy to pick out because, well, he's a clouded leopard. So I guess my powers extend to photos of spirits as well? Game. Would have been nice to at least be able to see Kulao's human form. Oh well, no big loss. The photo was taken from behind, so I wouldn't be able to see his face anyway. I scrolled down the thread just to see a bunch of guys talking about how they would totally go out with Kulao. I mean, I know he's handsome, but it's not like any of those guys will be able to even see him tomorrow. Engrossed in the replies, it takes me a moment to notice Kulao's curiously peeking his head around to look at the screen. In a gesture of novelty, he reaches out a finger to swipe across the photos on the phone's display, mimicking my prior actions. Before now, he's never had a physical body. I wonder, if he ever took a photo, what face would he see? Why is nobody taking secret photos of me and posting them online? Senpai, you're pretty normal. I mean, relatively. What? How can you call a super duper cutie like me normal? Well, you don't stand out in a crowd like Lin Hu does. It's hard for people not to take notice of Kulao with the clothes you shoved him in. Does his chest really need to be exposed like that? His tattoo's a work of beauty. Be ashamed to not have him show it off. Sure, I guess, but pairing that with Kulao's figure, you can't just go walking around like that. It's too alluring. At least we're at a con, so it's kinda normal for people to show off with flashy outfits. Well, you've got no one but yourself to blame. You're the one who made Kulao stand out so much, you know? Well, today's a special day, so I'll let Kulao take the leading role. The old man can even bask in Kulao's reflected glory. It's super generous of me. Me? Basking in reflected glory? Like usual, you're being too lovey-dovey with Lao. It's about time you gave someone else the spotlight. To my surprise, Lin Hu didn't make any rebuttal. At least, I don't think I'm being too lovey-dovey with him. On that note, Senpai walks over to me with his phone once again. Hey Lao, what do you reckon size difference means? What? Where do you see that? Under some post of you and the old man? Well, it's referring to how Lin Hu's so big, like, well, larger than most guys, that is. Huh, really? Sounds unnecessarily vague to me. They're just nerd terms and stuff. You don't get it, don't bother. Alright, whatever. Here's your stuff, nerd. Senpai hands me the bag he's been holding, stuffed full with relics of his earlier escapades in the convention hall. Seriously though, I didn't expect so many people to rock up at such a niche convention. I'm kind of floored. Yeah, you wouldn't see anything like this back home. For a moment, I take in the view around me, my eyes darting between people, stalls, artwork. The whole place is abuzz with fans from all walks of life. Not to mention all the people in stunningly crafted fursuits. It's a glossary term. Where do I go to the glossary? What is a fursuit? Please tell me. A fursuit is a type of animal character costume sometimes worn by people in the furry fandom. The term fursuit usually refers to a costume that covers the entire body, but it can also refer to partials. Costumes that only consist of a head, hands, and/or feet. Some people also consider mascot costumes to be kinds of fursuits. This is a lot of information. A person who wears a fursuit is referred to as a fursuiter. Fursuiting refers to the act of a fursuiter role-playing as their character. Sometimes this can be as simple as just walking around as their character, but it can also include greeting and interacting with other people, taking poses, and even dancing. Many fursuiters don't talk while wearing their costumes because of a variety of reasons. Talking in human languages might break the character they've created. They might think their voice sounds wrong for the character, or be strange coming through the head. Some fursuiters might want to keep their identity and gender secret. Some fursuits have a fixed mouth, making it seem awkward when they talk. Thank you, Nekojishi. It's something I'd never see back home. Alrighty, we gotta get moving. It's not like you get to go to a furry convention every day. It'd be a waste not to check things out. Sure, let's go. Yes, we shall. Lin Hu reaches out his paw, which I'm about to take happily in hand before... Within my split second of hesitation, Kulao moves in and takes hold of my hand instead. Okay, this is just the best route, apparently. Huh? Surely. Lao's hand, I want to hold. Well, I think the old man should give Kulao a chance for once. That is to suggest I usually have a chance. Not like Kulao isn't in the exact same boat as you are, old man. Does Lao not have two hands? Oh god. Oh my gosh! Suddenly Linhu has taken hold of my other hand. There's nothing I can do. Somewhat awkwardly we start walking, the three of us side by side. Guys? Even I want to take a photo of you at this point. Nope, no way in hell, senpai! Linhu and Kulao were already the center of attention. As you could imagine, by this act, we've only drawn more and more eyes upon us. A regular college guy being scrambled all over by two other handsome guys. You know, everyone here is absolutely going to be talking about you three online for days now. And why don't you help? What do you expect me to do? It's not like I can grab your third hand. And then with this twirl, Senpai walks off. Anxious, I look between the Kulao and Linhu for acknowledgement. However, they're just staring at each other, too preoccupied to notice me whatsoever. I can't handle this. After today, I probably shouldn't look at the internet for a while. No matter what I do, us three walking side by side in the crowded convention hall causes a disturbance, which doesn't even begin to describe how I feel about the people staring at us. It's not long before we're practically a moving roadblock, a group of people soon swarming to block our path at the first opportunity. Yo, so what are you guys cosplaying? Well, we're not. We're just trying to find a way past. Really? It totally looks like you guys are role-playing anime characters or something. It's not like that. Just let us go, alright? I cannot leave Lao to handle this alone. You, step back. Guys, you know he can hear you, right? Zip it or you'll just make things worse. Hello, Buzzard. And please, think about how I feel about this already while you're at it. Okay, let's sort this out. You two can spend time with me, but only one at a time. Take turns or we'll just be dealing with this all day. If Lao wants, okay. After I make my demands, they finally let me go. Now, that's half of my problems dealt with. We are to do that, Lao. Which one of us do you wish to spend time with? Want to go with Lao. Many people. Excited. I need to see the Clouded Leopard route. I'm not excited about having to choose at all. Regardless, I want to make this fair. But no matter what, I'll have to pick someone to go with first. Well, I'm sorry, Linhu. Okay, so this is a special day. Considering that, is it alright if I hang with Kulao for now? I mean, of course I'll just switch places with you later on in the afternoon. What if I don't switch with him? Well, I had to expect it would turn out like this. Oh no. I'll be with you soon, and then we could spend a whole bunch of time together. So Linhu, don't be upset over it, alright? Okay. I'll leave you be. I'm happy. I'm so glad. Oh, so you worked it out? Mm-hmm. Then I'll take care of the old man. Must I go with you? What? You want to take care of yourself? Yeah, not about to let that happen. Alrighty, big guy, let's get moving. Oh. And just like that, my senpai appeared out of nowhere, grabbed Linhu and dragged him away in the opposite direction. Definitely on purpose. Uchi helped? But maybe? With one look at each other, our held-back chuckles broke into a mutual bout of laughter. Chi-Chi-senpai really is, for lack of a better term, extraordinary. As great as standing around together was, we headed into the convention proper as to not waste any more time. To be sure, it's not nearly as crowded as the dense entrance lines, but it would be a mistake to discount the number of people still packed into the convention hall. Painful just to look at some of the lines. Thank God I had Senpai run in and get the stuff I wanted earlier this morning. As for Kulao, he doesn't seem to be too interested in the books, but rather, it's other kinds of merchandise, such as cute keychains, acrylic character stands, and wall scrolls that seem to catch his eye. Whereas to everyone else, he's the eye-catching one. It doesn't take long to notice the booth owner smiling attentively at him. It's cool that he's super handsome and stuff, but do they really need to stare at us like this? Kulao doesn't seem to care, but I've had enough. He's somewhat confused when I pull us over to the side of the hall, but I'd like to think the both of us would like some time to relax. Ooh, Lao is jealous. Hey Kulao, so when you went back home, did Aitridrin Gane say anything? Say? Oh, I mean, you went to ask if you could be incarnated with the power of a Yaoguai. Did Aitridrin Gane say anything about that? Did not say much. They say, it fine. Okay, so it was that easy? That's fine. I just figured asking would have been a good chance to learn more about your home tribe. Boss ladies say many things. Boss lady? Boss lady? Beleng? The Princess Beleng? Yes, princess. Okay, that's something to go on. Does that mean you can actually meet her? If I want. Lao want to meet Princess? No, I'm just surprised. Even though I'm not of the Rukai tribe, even I know about the legends of Princess Beleng. How's that not a glossary term? I don't know who this is. Thank you, Buzzard. To think that Kulao can personally meet such a figure of legend. Princess, he likes Lao. He likes me? I told Princess many things. Many things about Lao. Huh? Alright. Princess says she happy for Lao. She happy to know that I met Lao. She want me to go back many times. Want me to bring Lao back many times. Sounds like she's my new mother-in-law. Mother-in-law? Nothing. And what does Princess Beleng think about our relationship? But Princess not like the old man. Of course she doesn't. But Princess thankful to Shuchi for what he did today? Also for things before. So you told her everything he did? He tried to manipulate Kulao into killing me. What reason would Princess Beleng have to thank him after that? Princess say Shuchi is between the old man and me. It's good. How would that be a good thing? Why is it good? You'll have to ask the princess for that one. I have no idea. Princess want to give Shuchi something. Something? Already given. Oh, so what was it? Princess say to help him stable. In what way? His spiritual power, his divine power, is unstable. Princess help, but Shuchi not able to do bad things. If he does bad things, the princess will know. Kind of like a tracker then. Tracker? Don't worry, but does that mean the princess can watch over Senpai through the thing she gave him? Don't know, maybe just a warning? Huh, I see. I guess it would be pretty embarrassing if she could watch. Privacy? Yeah, not even his, but mine as well. He lives with me, so I'd basically be exposing my daily life to Princess Beleng herself. Princess would respect your want. Lao does not want to expose life. We'll talk to her. You would do that? Thanks. Lao not go with me? Oh, maybe next time when I have a chance. I need to prepare myself for something like that. In reality, preparing myself to meet a literal legendary figure is only the start of it. I definitely need to think over how I would explain my relationship with Kulao. That's a whole other lot of things to be embarrassed over. So, Lao agreed to go with me. I only said if I had a chance. Okay. Wait, did I really just agree to this? Kulao is beaming before me, his tail swaying back and forth with that dorky smile on his face. It's not like I can turn him down at this point. At least people can't see his tail swinging like that. Now that that's over, I need to do something to clear my mind. Upon taking a moment to reflect, I noticed Kulao staring at something off into the distance beside us. Following his gaze, my eyes come to meet a group of fursuiters being photographed. Kulao, so you like the fursuits? Fursuit? Those costumes. The ones those people are wearing. I look like us. Not nearly the same. After all, fursuits are just that, suits. They can't even begin to compare to real beastmen like Kulao. Can we do? Leopard motions his fingers towards the group, within which there's a guy hugging one of the fursuiters. Sure, if you want. We just need to ask beforehand, got it? I've heard that it's actually pretty relaxing to hug a fursuit. I feel like this DLC is just like manners in a furcon. I guess it's like having a giant teddy bear to hug. Not that I need something like that with the 3 big cats around all the time. So, you want to hug Kulao? I grab Kulao's arm and pull him into the crowd before us. Excuse me. I wave my hand to signal the fursuiter over. Hey, can I help you? I'm responded to by someone that, if I had to guess, was the fursuiter's assistant. Oh, wait, right, I've heard about this. Fursuiters have handlers to help them out since it's probably pretty hard to see and talk inside of their suits. Wait, we missed the glossary term. Oh, maybe it's because we went with Kulao instead of Likulao. I mean, we went with Likulao instead of Linhu. Handlers are people who assist fursuiters while they are in their costumes. While in their costumes, fursuiters can find it hard to walk, see, or talk in some cases. This is why handlers exist. Handlers are people who help out fursuiters by directing them, communicating with people, and generally making sure the fursuiter themselves are comfortable and safe. They're also commonly responsible for managing the fursuiter's belongings. Yeah, that's true, Sparkledon. Feel free to ask anything. I'm happy to help. This is just like... I'm having like a flashback, because like I was one of my friend's handlers. Ah, yes. My friend here wants to get a hug, if that's okay. Just too shy to ask. I point to Kulao with my finger. I guess it's hard to believe he's a shy guy judging by his appearance. Yeah, of course. Now permitted, Kulao holds out his arm slowly for them to be met with a big warm hug in return. It's not long before many of the other fursuiters in the group come around and also hug him one by one. Accompanying each hug is a smile that beams across Kulao's face. It's a lovely sight. How was that? Very happy. That's great. Yeah, this is a really cute DLC. I'm like, I haven't stopped smiling since I launched it. With a big smile on his face, he looks around and points towards another group of fursuiters. Clearly, he wants to go back for more. Hello, Hellbent. Goodbye, Hellbent. Huh? Ah, alright. Soon enough, Kulao had walked me around the entire convention hall, hugging each and every fursuiter he found. Did we just go on a fursuit hunt? Regardless, who would have ever thought Kulao would be this enamored with fursuits? I mean, it's not like that's a bad thing. Look at him, he's so joyful after hugging the entire place over. How could you not be happy for him? Wait, so... can Likulao be a furry? Is that a thing? Could a literal god, cat god, be a furry? Man, that really did take ages though. And like clockwork, Senpai and Linhu spotted through the crowd to come over. Hey. Oh wait. Hey! Look who we have here, Squiggly Line. How's the convention, you two? Hey, Waffles. Pretty good. Let the old man be. Anyways, isn't it nearly time for lunch? No! What should we get to eat? I'm starving here. Should we go to a restaurant or just get takeaway? By the way, today's lunch is on me. I would like to purchase something for myself. For yourself? Well, today is a special day after all. As I am currently able to, I would wish to buy something with my own hands. Oh, yeah, you've only got one day to do that, don't you? Hence, why I would like to try and experience Lao's daily life. Me too. Kulao, you too? You guys are just going to make a big kerfluffle out of this. You know, you guys will just... I can already imagine it. The two of them walking right up to the counter, flashy clothes and bodies on show, not knowing the first about ordering food. It'll be nothing less than a mess. Okay. I guess you two are really in need of some social skills. So take this. Go out there and take care of yourselves for once. Senpai hands them some money, sends them off and watches on smugly as they walk away from the convention hall. Two big cats on a grand adventure to order lunch for themselves. It's a sight to behold. You know, you really did a great job, Senpai. Huh? With what? You worked so hard to prepare for today. Didn't you have to ask the, well, patron god of the Yan family? I was worried when you told me that. You mean Grandpa? Huh, there's nothing to worry about. It's fine. Yeah, but it's not like you exactly get along with your family. Why would that, Grandpa have any reason to help you in the first place? Were there conditions in return for his help? Frankly, I was surprised too. Grandpa didn't even ask for anything in return. Of course, I asked for some friends to keep on the lookout before I met him. You know, in case I needed to find a way to escape. But it was fine. That's in no way fine. Not like anything bad came of it anyway. Grandpa just wanted me to ask you a question. What did they want to ask me? I'll save that for later. What do you mean? Is this something serious? No, of course not. I wouldn't hold out on you if it was. It's just something about myself. Honestly, I have no idea why Grandpa wanted me to talk to you about it. Anyways, in the end, he agreed to help. It all worked out in the end. Incarnating two gods for an entire day, it was really that easy? You're wrong to call it easy. Well, I don't know much about how it works. Hey, come on. You don't need to keep wearing your little head on stuff like this. Today's the day to have fun and enjoy each other's company. Oh, then should I corner you on this tomorrow instead? You'd better not. Senpai, if you go behind my back to do things like this, it's hard for me to not worry over it. If I know. It was meant to help you. Did you or did you not put yourself into a position where you could be in danger? I didn't. Even if I had no idea what Grandpa was thinking, it was clear that he didn't want to hurt me. Alright, please just take care of yourself. I don't want to see you hurt. Sure thing, sweetie. Senpai mischievous as ever. He's just the same, even after becoming a genuine god. I can't help but let out a sigh before returning to my chat with Senpai, our conversation swinging back to the convention itself. Soon enough, Linhu and Kulao returned to us, having completed their grand adventure to uncover the secrets of buying lunch. Lao! What? You got fried chicken again? It's too much! You haven't missed that much. Maybe like 30 minutes? I don't know how long the DLC is though. But this is the epilogue, like after the true ending, where you get all three cats. What an opportunity! I will finally be able to experience the taste of such finely cooked poultry with a real tongue. Chicken. Good. Even you, Kulao? Bon appetit! Lao, this is for you. Linhu passes me a regular meal box, which appears to be the same as Kulao's meal. As for Linhu, well, he got an entire family bucket all to himself. I really shouldn't be surprised at this point. The aroma. It's remarkable. I don't think I've ever seen someone so excited by the mere scent of a meal. Ah, the taste! All it took was one bite before Linhu's restraint broke completely, quickly moving to devour the bucket of fried chicken before him. I can't handle the sound. In a matter of seconds, he had stuffed a chicken leg into his mouth, eaten it, and as if to savor the taste, licked his fingers greedily before delightfully seeking another bite. That was astonishing. I could never have imagined how brilliant real taste of fried chicken would be. So, it tastes different to the chi? Certainly. After all, chi only conveys the concept of taste. As such, I do know how things taste. But it appears nothing compares to first-hand experience. Never had I imagined the real taste of food to be this complex. Even the texture, it's way beyond the bounds of a spiritual body like my own. It's clear to see that Linhu is completely enthralled within his own musings. Kulao, on the other hand, appears to still be on his first piece of chicken, eating away as if he must savor every single bite. Kulao, you haven't eaten much. You don't like it? I like very much. Does it taste good? I not eat before. As Linhu say, real food tastes different. Very different. I really wish they could enjoy simple things like this every day. But this is just how it is. They'll only have this for today. I shouldn't ask for any more. After all, I'm not the one who made this happen. I watch on as Kulao eats away meticulously, and Linhu remains deep within his own delicious world. Maybe I should get them more food? Would they actually gain weight now that they have bodies? Then as if they did gain weight, would their... Then if they did gain weight, would their spiritual bodies be affected? I mean, it's not like you could put on that much in one day, but yeah, I'd rather not risk it. We'll have dinner later anyway. Still, it's not like I'll be able to see something like this again. I should take a photo. Pulling out my phone, I line the two of them up into the frame and snap a shot. Linhu and Kulao eating together for the first time in their lives. Why is there not a CGI of this? Alright, now that lunch is over, and we've had plenty of time to walk around the convention, I think it's time we move on to the highlight of the day. Highlight? What are you on about? What did you prepare behind my back this time? Hey, today's a special day. I had to make sure to prepare everything to be just right. What kind of preparation? Well, you know the old man's blog is pretty famous. There are even a bunch of dojins based around it here. And a lot of people cosplay at conventions, so... I figured it would be super cool to have them cosplay as themselves. Wait, you mean... Yep, exactly. I brought their outfits. Oh my gosh, he brought them fursuits! As if to reassure myself on Senpai's claims, I take a look around. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Limeade Nectar. I'm not sure if your viewers would want to see this. Without a doubt, there are heaps of cosplayers all over the convention. Of course, most of them are fursuiters. It's a furry convention after all, but there are a handful of human cosplayers. Well, actually, no matter what Linhu and Kulao are beastmen in my eyes. Aren't they just humans to everyone else? This isn't really the place for that, is it? That shouldn't matter. They're still furry-related characters. It's not like there's any rules against it. Hey, thanks, Sparkledon. Even if there's no rules to break, you should at least ask them first. Well, the old man's already on board. Wait, no way. Oh, the kitten told me it would be a good way to gain worshippers. What about Kulao then? My eyes drift over to Kulao. I'm not sure if he understands everything that's going on, but regardless, there's undeniable glint in his eyes. Hey, Limey Nectar, thanks for the host. I'm sorry if, you didn't realize I'm streaming this game? Okay. Looks like there's nothing I can do then. Hey, it's not like it's a bad thing. Come on, let's get started. Swiftly but surely, Senpai pulls the two of them into a nearby changing room. Not long before I hear a commotion begin to erupt as they walk over to me. Linhu and Kulao stand before me, looking just like what I see every day, although somewhat different. I guess the materials feel a little off from their spiritual forms, but I wouldn't be able to tell you how. However, everyone else couldn't care less about such minute inaccuracies. Almost immediately, they're surrounded once people began to recognize them. Same. Swarmed, Linhu folds his arms to cover his chest, putting on a serious face that I know is just a front to cover his shyness. Kulao, on the other hand, stands there like normal, observing the crowd innocently and answering questions with a short word or two. The quality of the cosplay is up to a near authentic level, clearly driving the fans crazy. Wait, no, they are authentic. Kulao, please notice me! Do you mind if I take a selfie with you? Hey, could you do that pose where you... Yeah, that one! The crowd steadily gathers around the stony Linhu, an ever-accommodating Kulao, who continues to do whatever everyone likes. Guess this is why Senpai kept on going on about how Kulao would make it great in showbiz. There really is a lot of people. You have the perfect figures and personalities for it. Who wouldn't love to see them cosplay? So Senpai, why did you go out of your way to make these costumes for them? Sure, of course you wanted to do something cool and all, but... Or maybe it was more that you just wanted to show off? I'm a little worried. Like, shouldn't we go to an amusement park or something? Do something they can actually experience with their real bodies? Wow, what do you think is wrong? Huh? You can tell like I'm thinking? You can tell what I'm thinking? Not that. I mean, we should be making the most out of today. Let me ask you, Kulao and the old man, what do you think their goals are? Goals? What do you mean? I mean, long-term goals, like career goals. The old man, for example, he wants worshippers, right? Widely speaking, he wants people to maintain the traditional beliefs in their hearts. Same thing for Kulao. He wants everyone to pay attention to the Aboriginal Taiwanese people and tribes, like the Rukai. I'll admit, worshippers gained like this are biased, but you always have to take the first step. If you don't show off, then no one will ever pay attention to you. So you want them to get closer to real people? Mm-hmm. If they take this chance, they'll save themselves a whole bunch of trouble in the future. If you say so. Still, you can't solve everything so easily. I have faith that they can hold out on their own. Let's head off. I saw some really cool stuff over there. You just want to spend some time alone with me, don't you? Yep, you got me. After all, it's my first convention with you, Lau. It's not like we can lose those two at this point. Let's spend some time together before the day is over. Okay, I see now. Even if it's Incarnation Day, I shouldn't leave Senpai behind. So I guess this will be the best chance I get to walk away for a while. Those two have more than enough fans to deal with as it is. I walk off with Senpai towards the back of the convention hall. It's not nearly as obvious as Linhu or Likulao, so it's nice to get a chance to relax. As we went along, Senpai picked out some cute merchandise for himself, although he doesn't seem to be really interested in any of the doujins. It's not like Senpai's into the furry stuff, so I guess that's to be expected. I wonder if he finds the convention boring. A second look at him tells me otherwise. He darts between booths, clearly deeply invested in all the cute artwork and merchandise festooned across them. Watching him, I can't help but smile at his fervor. We tried to walk through everything slowly, but Senpai already went through all the stalls. when he was shopping for me this morning. There's nothing much left to do, so it wasn't long before we returned to the other two big cats. To the surprise of neither of us, Linhu and Kulao were still swamped by the sizable crowd. While Kulao dutifully makes poses and fulfills requests, Linhu on the other hand seems exhausted. Afraid that Linhu wouldn't be able to last much longer, I suggest that Senpai should escort them back to the changing room. Soon enough, they return in their clothes from earlier. Oh my, I appear to have gained quite a new understanding of my worshippers. I guess you've never dealt with so many people before. That would be putting it lightly. I've never had much experience being prayed to by any worshippers at all, for that matter. I want to remind him that they just wanted photos with him, but for his sake, I hold back my correction. Did you think it was cool, Kulao? Yes, satisfy people. I'm happy. Didn't it stress you out at all? All those people were asking a lot out of you. No? See? That's why I said he'd knock it out of the park in the entertainment biz. Sure, Senpai. Anyway, it's getting on into the afternoon now. We should get moving. I believe I promised to keep you company this afternoon, right, Linhu? A brilliant warm smile brightens up Linhu's previously sullen mood as he reaches out to hold my hand. Oh, Kulao, I think we should get moving ourselves. Oh. Kulao seems a little disappointed, but he still takes his leave, following in Senpai's footsteps. I wonder if the order matters. Probably does since there's a choice, right? With nothing else to keep us, we walk back into the bustling convention hall and its myriad of artist booths. I too like the word myriad. Walking through here in the afternoon is a nice change of pace. Since a bunch of people have already left the halls, it's more welcoming and less like a battleground. Many of the booth seem owners finally relieved to just have a chance to sit back and talk with each other. Oh, these two are switched. For some reason, Linhu is prominently captivated by the many doujinshi on sale, particularly those featuring himself. His blog is seriously getting too famous at this point. Unfortunately, many of them are long sold out. After all, it's late in the afternoon. Regardless, I relent to his protest and agree to buy any in the case they go on sale again in the future. Not that I have any idea why he wants them so fervently. Why would he want doujinshis of himself? I don't think I'll ever possibly understand. Regardless, it's not long before the convention comes to an end. The passing conversations about dinner parties in the aisles of people slowly dismantling booths let us know it's about time to leave. And as of just on cue, I see Senpai and Kulao coming over to meet us. Guess it's home time, right? Certainly. What a wonderful day. Many pictures. Very happy. What should we do for dinner? It's not like you guys have real bodies every day, so I guess we should do something special. I already made a reservation. Really? Yeah, of course. They get to eat as humans today. Not like I could let this go without preparing something fancy for them. Fancy? How fancy? Nothing less than an all-you-can-eat buffet. Not as many nice buffets in town, so I obviously had to pick. I suppose I should think of you more highly than before, Kitten. I would have always done this, and don't call me Kitten. Chuchi, thank you. You did much. For us. My pleasure. After all, being Lao's boyfriends or boyfriend? Well, that's up to you, I guess? It doesn't bother me. Let's get dinner going already. Come on! As he declared earlier, Senpai took us to an extravagant buffet. To say the least, it was full of surprises. One of those, as expected, being the price. I forgot Chi-Chi is like really rich. But if there was any date to splurge on, it would be today. After a hearty, decadent meal, That left me only a little guilty. We went home. With the day finally over, Senpai removes the 2 golden chain implements that facilitated their incarnations. New word, implement. Implements refer to the tools used in religious rituals. Some people also believe having implements around can bring good luck. They're usually used as decorations. Items with unique powers from legends can also be described as implements. For example, Thor's hammer Mjolnir. Well, that's it, I suppose. Sad. Want more. Once the chains were taken away, they returned to their spiritual forms. Their piles of discarded clothes left as the only reminder of their once physical bodies. It wasn't long before even that was picked up by Senpai. Hey, I'll keep on trying. It won't be easy. Not like I can ask Grandpa to do this every day. Might take years, maybe more, before we can incarnate you guys again. So please look forward to that day. I fully understand. Even this was more than enough. Although, there will always be many places I would like to go with Lao. Want to take Lao home. My home. Want to tell Tribe, Lao is my... Your what? Cool out, you can't just stop there. Senpai, I owe you so much for today. Don't worry yourself. Well... He stammers as if he's trying to hold back what he wants to say. Huh? What is it? Don't tell me you've got another trick up your sleeve. Not a trick at all. I just want a reward. Can I ask for a simple reward? Is that why you did everything today? You gotta work it hard before even thinking about getting your reward, squiggly line. Come on. We've been together for ages now. You don't need to be like that. Alright, so what kind of reward do you want? I'm so scared of clicking. Well, it's simple, but that doesn't mean I don't want to think any less about it. What do you mean? Well, I want you to give me a name, Lao. Oh right, he never got a name. A name? What's wrong with Yanshu Chi? Not that. There's a difference between my human name and, well, me. Senpai, Shuchi, I can't believe you still don't know something so simple. How should I explain? But first, is this the thing that your grandpa wanted you to ask me? Huh? Thank you, John Cario. Well, yeah, I mean, I still don't have any idea what he wanted me to, why he wanted me to ask this. But that doesn't matter. It's something I wanted to ask as well. I'm not so sure why myself, but I know there's probably a reason. Oh, what? So, about my name... Yanshu Chi. Huh? What? This isn't a matter about your human name, and it's not about your Yaoguai name either. What route is this? We picked Liku Lao. But yeah, this is the DLC. So this is the epilogue. So this happens after True Ending 2, where you get all 3 big cats without anyone dying. You're Yanshu Chi, as both a human and as a Yaoguai. No matter what, you're Yanshu Chi. As a Yaoguai, I'm still Yanshu Chi? Even when all of him is a part of me, so much of me isn't him. I know you're confused right now. You're probably hung up on who you were before you took in Yanshu Chi's memories. What I'm trying to say is that it doesn't really matter. You're you. You're Yanshu Chi, and nothing will stop that name from being yours, and yours alone. You mean, you want me to have the same name? I guess, yeah. You decide to live as him, then you don't need any other name. You are Yanshu Chi. I am Yanshu Chi. Thought you'd know that by now. But I was... Okay, I got it. You really want me to give you a name, then listen carefully. It doesn't matter who you used to be. From today and every day from now on, I give you the name Yan Shu-Chi. Is that okay? Okay. It's just strange. Why is his evil form coming out? But that's how it is. I know. I like this name. Yeah. Well, thanks, Lao. There's no need to thank me. All I did was clear things up for you. Still means a lot to me. Anyway, these chains are out of power now. I should probably return them to Grandpa. Which means I should get going on that right away. By the way, I probably won't be back tonight. Oh, please tell me there's no sad endings in the DLC. What? Senpai, hold on! What's wrong? Just wait with me for a bit. Huh? Sure. I shoot Linhu and Kulao a wink, trying to convey my intent. They get the point and silently exit the room, leaving the two of us alone together. Huh? Come here, senpai. I signal him over by patting the edge of my bed. Apprehensive, he takes a seat next to me. Senpai, I'll only ask you this once. Did you do everything? The incarnation, all of today? Just so you could ask me that question? Well, sorta? I sigh hopelessly. Seriously, you should know this already. Come here. Wait, what? I take hold of Senpai and pull him into my chest. Whoa. Then I rub the fur on the top of his head vigorously. This idiot. What? Ah! More. I need to let him know. I push Senpai down to rest his head against my thigh, and then tickle his belly with all my might. What are you doing? It tickles. Senpai struggles in my arms, but his protests are in vain. I keep on tickling, my hands trying to reach every inch of his being. And at very last, I hold him tight. Lao? Senpai, promise me, don't do this again. Do what? Don't make yourself unhappy just to please us. Don't untrust me again. And don't you ever untrust yourself. You're not a bad person. Not now, not ever. You deserve your happiness. You deserve it without ever needing to feel beholden to anyone or anything else. So trust me, I'm your boyfriend, and it's my duty to make sure you're happy. I'll pet you, I'll hug you, I'll do whatever you want, so just ask me. Just ask me and I'll do anything I can for you, and I'll never ask for anything in return. At the very least, I don't want you ever doing something for my benefit that hurts you, or makes you suffer. The incarnation, that cost you a lot, didn't it? All of that just to ask me a few simple words. I don't know whether to call you stupid, but don't do that again, no matter what. Don't do that again. Promise me, okay? I won't take no for an answer. Okay. You're really okay with it. Then why do you look like that? I just feel like I can't promise you that right away. And yet, you already said yes. I want you to keep that promise. From now on, I want you to talk to me. Talk to me before you ever go out and do something to make yourself unhappy. That last part is gonna be hard. I pinch Senpai's cheeks between my hands. Tough luck, you already agreed to it. A promise, never throw away your happiness. Yeah, you really are an idiot. Firmly, I rub his fuzzy face between my hands. Nothing's getting loot in this game. I promise you, I asked the Nekojishi staff already. But Lao, I used to... Stop it. I kiss him on the lips, just allowing even a single word more to pass through them. The wooden floor below me groans with every step. I take note of the unstable floorboards, carefully evading them as I trudge through the hallway. Even after all my years of experience walking down this path, I still cannot avoid them all. I step on another one. It responds with a creak that shoots right up my spine, my tail standing on end. That noise seems no different than a whisper, but somehow I know I can only hear it because of my powers. Those whispers are talking about me. Right. After all, I don't belong to this family. My only call to this place is a soul, but I live under this roof. Oh, sorry. I am a Yaoguai, yet my power is half divine. No matter where I am, I'm out of place. I have nothing in common with the Yaoguai here. Not my background, nor my past life. I'm not human. As such, I do not fear them. Neither do I respect their nature, which I am no longer forced to live by. I'm just a horrible creature, who's no better than a pile of dirt. An abnormal individual. That's the young master. The floor groans. How pitiful. And the moonlight mutters, I don't understand, for someone like him too. And the wind of the night whispers past my ears. What a shame. All the memories stored under this roof speak to me. And then I stop. Here is where I drained my blood, drained my remorse, and almost drained my power, in order to discard all the things I hated. Now everything was silent. The floor fixed in place, the moonlight leaving nothing but gloom, and the wind barely crawling through the air. I measuredly placed the golden chains onto the ground before me. It now rests in the space solely occupied by Grandpa's shadow. So, I asked, I don't understand it, but the name Lao gave me is Yanchu-chi. I feel the shadows of onlookers quiver, as if surprised by this. Huh, that's fine, but it's obviously... If the name was any other, you would have killed me? I suppose I'm lucky. The night wind whispers once again to the floor below. I almost want to call them out for being bold and insolent. What? Become the patron god? That's so sudden. Why would... The shadows roar with harsh voices that pierce painfully through my head. What about his divine power? A Yaoguai will be a Yaoguai. Are troublesome, attention-seeking, but adorable. Young master. But I'm just... my name. It's the only thing. The name and the memories. Such a gamble. Grandpa has already decided. Is it really okay? Yes, but even if I nearly drained the last of the chi before, I still remember. I still remember those people. I carry more than the memories of Yanchu-chi. Huh? Are you sure? You want me to eat Grandma? Not now? Yeah, truthfully, you scared me. After all, she's still in good health. Then, everyone after that? But I would probably... I understand. This must be if I am to become a true family member of the Yan family. But, is it really okay? I know our kind do not follow the same moral standards as humans. But what would the descendants of the Yan family think of these actions? I know, it's not the same. Alright. In the end, after all is said and done, will I still be me? It is, because I have the name Yanshu-chi? So that's why you wanted me to ask Lao. Then, what about Lao? I can do whatever I want, before the death of the body? I see. As long as to him I am Yanshu-chi, I will feel Yanshu-chi's soul more intensely than any other. But even then, my Yaoguai powers are so weak, I wouldn't be of any use. Grandpa? The shadows break the silence, disrupted and disorderly, from the moon above to the ground below. Their harsh whispers embody the very atmosphere around me. Some shadows lean in, others shift aside. They shout, they curse, they groan, and they plead. However, Grandpa's not swayed under their deafening murmurs. You want to give it to me? This is too much. I don't deserve it. The promise. Never throw away your happiness. Lao. I know. How strange. I thought I hated this family. Right. I appreciate everything. I will do my best for this house. Even though I still don't know how to get along with the family. Even though there are many things I want to do that the family disapproves of. Even though my happiness does not reside anywhere near this house. I will try. Just like all the other human beings. Because in the end, fallen leaves will always return to their roots. Even if those roots are not from where the leaves came. The wind will always blow, and I will always be swept away by my fate. So I must still try. Because I'm not a Yaoguai, nor am I a god. I am, and always will be, Yanshu-chi. Okay, I need to see what the other route is, because there's only one choice in that epilogue. We're gonna skip to that choice. Linhu. Hey Kulao, I'll absolutely spend time with you this afternoon, but first I want to hang out with Linhu. Are you okay with that? If Lao want, we'll be fine. Oh god, this is what I want to avoid. And when I get back, we'll be able to spend a bunch of time together. I'll look forward to it, so just wait a little while, okay? Okay. Oh, so you worked it out? Mm-hmm. And I'll take care of Kulao. Well, come on, don't look so upset. Let's go, Kulao. I'll be sure to show you some good stuff. And just like that, my senpai appeared out of nowhere, grabbed Kulao, and dragged him away in the opposite direction. Definitely on purpose. I wonder if it's just like a tech switch. I do hope I don't owe him for that. Hey, cheer up. Not like I won't get to him later anyway. Even if I chose to spend time with Linhu first, that doesn't mean I'm partial to him. I just want both Kulao and Linhu to be happy. At least we're finally able to properly walk through the convention. I think this is the same thing. Even if it's not as crowded as the entrance, there's still heaps of people here. Looking around, some of the booths have lines all over the place. Thank God I had Senpai run in and get the stuff I wanted earlier this morning. I think this is the same thing. So Linhu. Oh wait, this is different. Did Goddess Mazi say anything about the incarnation, that is? Is this... We already had this word, right? Oh, we didn't. Incarnation refers to the concept that a god or spirit can embody themselves within a physical body. The body of the incarnated god or spirits is said to be no different than that of any normal human, including aspects such as the human mind and vitality. After all, you had to borrow the power of a Yaguai. I'm worried that the goddess would be displeased. To speak honestly, there was a quarrel back at the temple. What kind of quarrel? Not a serious one. Clairvoyant and Clairaudience merely expressed their concerns. A few gripes were also passed between the other guardian tigers, clearly out of envy if you ask me. Regardless, they're not worthy of my attention. So, the goddess agreed? She asked for silence, and then provided consent, although she did not provide her explanation until our meeting in private. What were her reasons? I mean, if you can tell me, that is. Said that while such actions would be out of order, they would be allowed so that I may get closer to our Jitong. That, and apparently she believes it beneficial to grow my familiarity with the kitten, and the Yaoguai of the Yan family. The Yaoguai of the Yan family? Correct. But it's not something to be proud of. Again, as you very well know, the gods and Yaoguai do not necessarily rival each other. As such, occasionally, we may turn a blind eye to some Yaoguai of notable force. So the Yaoguai of the Yan family are powerful enough that the gods usually don't bother with them? The Yan family has developed over many generations, but I do not know much more. After all, our temple is located far south from here. For an idea of the nature of things, even the city god of Taipei would not easily get in their way, hence, it's a worthwhile premise to be on good terms with them. That, for gods, that really seems, I don't know, disquieting? What else would we do? Those Yaoguai are the protectors of the Yan family. In a way, all they achieve is helping people. Just because they are Yaoguai does not mean that the gods should just kill them. So, offering your body like this is more of a diplomatic move than anything? All I see is an opportunity to be with you, Lao. So basically, the goddess only agreed to this to grow face with the Yaoguai of the Yan family. And here I am thinking she wanted the best for Linhu and me. And please, do not fill your head with such nonsense. You know as much as I do that the goddess wishes only to support us. You knew exactly what was bothering me. Your worries were clear from the one look at your face. Now putting that aside, that, over there, it has taken my attention for some time. You don't suppose that this is meant to be me by any chance? I look in the direction of his gesturing. It's a character on the cover of a nearby doujinshi that clearly resembles a guardian tiger, one uncannily similar to Linhu himself. Oh, you mean that? Yep, that's you. Me? You didn't know? After all those daily life of a worshipper posts you always put on your blog? I guess it was bound to happen. Of course, you did express that gods don't have a set appearance or genders, however. That doesn't stop the internet from digging into it. There's online headcanons about you, how you look, your weight, even what you do all day. A bit of it's cooked up, but it's amazing the kind of detail people get into. Even Kulao and Senpai have fan followings online now. Honestly, you guys are getting pretty popular in the fandom. Popular? Does that mean we have fan art? Yeah, there's fan art of you all over the place. Of course, I try not to look at any when you guys are around. That'd feel a bit weird. I mean, I only look at them to make sure I'm not exposed. It'd be a pain if people found out about me. Thankfully, no one talks about me online. All they care about is shipping you guys together. You know, everyone loves Beastmen, right? Linhu's features are plastered with a complicated expression. A mixture of bewilderment, embarrassment, and a distinctly bashful, averting glare that I've never quite seen on the Tiger Man before. To be sure, this does say adults only, correct? But well, what else would you expect from a doujinshi market? Am I to believe, then, that this is an illustration of me and that kitten? I mean, I can't be sure. Maybe. So I don't want to step on Linhu's feelings, but he's right. Everyone ships him with Kulao and Senpai. Goodbye. With complete disregard of the doujin's supposed content, Linhu walks straight up to the booth. If possible, may I take a look at this book? Booth owner is somewhat intimidated by Linhu. Without speaking, he points to a sample book on the table. Clearly, there's no need to ask if he's over 18. Yes, I will pay for this. What? Paying no attention to my exclamation, Linhu pays the artist and takes a copy of the doujin in question. Why do my actions surprise you? But that's... you're okay with that? Why not? After all, this is but the author's imagination. There is no ill will towards me whatsoever. Don't you think it's, a little bit disrespectful? Perhaps some gods may see it that way. However, I am quite used to it. If you recall, I've read every single book you own, regardless of content. I'm grateful. For that matter, I'd highly doubt that either Likulao or the kitten would mind either. It is not as if it depicts any other gods to be bothered by this. Hey, strange question, but in general, what do you think of people drawing porn of, you know, gods? I would say it is respect that matters. Not that I'm saying respect is a free pass to do whatever you want, but I believe that people who possess respect know what to do and what not to do. However, you do feel guilty. Nothing is stopping you from going to a temple. I'd say most gods could care less, just as long as you bring them sacrifices. So, it's the sacrifices that matter. No, it's belief. To be clear, it does depend on the god in question. It's not like I can speak for everyone. Just like humans, everyone is different. For that matter, this concept for this book really is quite intriguing. Linhu returns his attention to flipping through the pages of the book as I peek at the pages beside his shoulder. I did see a preview of this book online, but didn't read it since I was afraid of one of them seeing it and being embarrassed. Regardless of the premise, it's a doujin, one hot and steamy enough to get almost any guy flustered. And yet it doesn't offend him in the slightest. He seems to enjoy it for that matter. So, did you say that there have been many books like this recently? Did you not? I also love this. This is like amazing. Well, I guess so. This is like fan service to like the extreme. In that case, hurry on now. I wish to procure all of them. What? That's a ton of money, and that's besides the point. I wonder what else changed. I never expected to be quite this popular. Man, I'm exhausted. In the span of the past hour, we had walked the whole convention frantically. Despite our best efforts, many doujins had already sold out by the time we reached their booths. Clearly, we sprung into action far too late. Of course, I didn't ask Senpai to get any of them. After all, I was trying to make sure they didn't find out. Too late for that now. Even then, like Lin Hu said, I never expected them to be nearly this popular. They're literally all over the con. Every one of the sold out books just happened to be about me. Really? I'm not surprised though. I shall not worry about losing belief anytime soon. I freeze up in embarrassment just thinking about the roles Lin Hu must play in all those dojins. You really don't mind those books, considering the stuff you do with Kulao and Senpai? It's a somewhat odd thought, but none of it is real. Honestly, I'm intrigued by how people see us paired together. So, are you jealous, Lao? Hey, what are you talking about? It's just the content. Well, what if I really did have that feelings towards those two? Seriously? I'm kidding. Look at yourself, so worried over something like that. Lin Hu pokes my nose. I'm fine merely reading these for fun. After all, I wouldn't be as insensitive as to do so if I really had any such relationship with them, now would I? I guess, hey, I wasn't worried. I just thought you would have been embarrassed to see. I wouldn't. I know the difference between fiction and reality. Whew. Whew. This DLC, though. However, you are cute when you're jealous, Lao. I'm not. It's alright. It's alright, Lao. Lin Hu brushes his paw gently along the side of my face. Okay, well, it's lunchtime, so how about we get some food? I pull out my phone and call Senpai, mostly as a way to avoid where that conversation was heading. Quickly, we organize lunch and meet up with Senpai and Kulao. How'd things go for you guys? Not bad. So cool! There's heaps of people wearing cute animal suits. We went around taking photos with them. Don't worry, I'll be sure to show you when you get back home. So Senpai was taking photos with the fursuiters. I wonder what they look like. Yo, what should we get to eat? I'm starving here. Should we go to a restaurant? I think this is all the same. Okay, let me see if I can skip this. I think the rest of it is all the same then. That was a good branch. IMO. I think this DLC was really good. About like an hour for just reading out the route. So I guess it would be like, what, like 20 minutes of reading? Without saying everything out loud? I am pleased with this DLC. I actually bought all the things like that were ever offered through the Nekojishi Twitter. Yeah, Shuchi became the patron god, right? For the Yan family. It's kind of cool how it brought about the topics of like all three of them, like their gods, their main gods, like the snake goddess or whatever, the Aidrutrin Gane for Likulao, and Mazu for Lin Hu. I really liked how it was a good epilogue. Alright guys, I'm going to head out. It's pretty early, but like, I came back from Korean barbecue with friends, and I just went straight into this. Pretty good though. I hope you guys enjoyed this DLC. I'll be back later today, probably. Probably later in the day, honestly. Okay, good night, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful time and day or night or whatever. Afternoon, yes, bye!